5 minutes on the clock. They did it again. This what is it? Last week? Was it last week? Was UFC fights?
Yeah.
2 weeks in a row.
Uh-uh.
2 weeks in a row from top to bottom. We had a good card. And what?
They had some heavy hitters with their names being like mediocre in the UFC. Like Chaos Williams is not a household name, but if you know about him, you would say, "Oh man, that dude can knock somebody out." And they had some other ones like Thompson, Neal. This card could have been it could have been a UFC like 257
If you
for real though.
if you move everyone from this card to last week and just keep the main event because you need a title fight to make it, move this to a 3-round fight, move that to a title fight, and you go, oh, I'm gonna have to check this out. That's a good pay-per-view. I don't mind spending that money. Otherwise, you get what we got last week, and you're like, and then you get this week, it's like, man, this is a good fight night card. Turns out
Yeah,
it could have been pay-per-view level if you had something at the top.
exactly.
But anyway, I
Exactly.
digress. So, some of the results that we have. First off, let's go to prelims because it was good too. We'll just jump right through that and just pick out a couple of them. Let's see. Knockout, knockout, knockout. Look, even the decisions were good. Anthony Pettis versus Alex Morono. Whoa, that was some smoke in the ceiling. Pettis comes out there and throws like I don't know if it was a knee or a kick, and falls, and then gets his whole shit broke in the front, and then get his back take, comes through that, and then they don't do nothing but throw the high heat for the rest of the fight. Man, it was wonderful. Let's see, Jillian Robertson, she dropped one to Talia Santos, who turns out, man, she might be a daggone contender at 125. It's crazy. That's really I'm liking the 125 division. It might be a little bit more dynamic than 115 in the next couple years. Now, on the main card, Greg Hardy dropped one. We're so sad.
I know you ain't sad, man. You ain't sad. You've been waiting for that dude to get dropped, man.
I bet against him every single time. Made me a little money. He came out.
Well, you lost a lot of money
Nah, I
because he's
didn't
been winning a
lose
lot.
a lot. One of them, no, they didn't even give me my money back when they got overturned. Anyway, I digress. But let's see. He came out there throwing dub deuces. I thought he was gonna knock Tybura out in the first round. Turns out he made it to the second round. He's like, hey, I'm tired, brother. Take down, ground and pound, fight's over. Rob Font beat Marlon Moraes, and whoo, boy, that man hit him with a stiff jab. Had him shaky legging down to the ground. Get to the top.
Hey, stanky legging, not shaky leg.
Nah, because he was on the shaky leg. He was on the shaky legs.
Little shaky, little shaky.
Little shaky. Like you were saying, Chaos Williams fought Michel Pereira, which...
How you feel about that decision, man?
I'm not mad at the decision. I can't... I promise to never call a close fight a robbery because it's very subjective in how you look at it. Because
I hate how they weigh takedowns.
That last takedown, I believe, is what gave him that third round, possibly. But you still look at the first 2 rounds and you go, "Oh, that was close. Oh, that was close too." Like if they could give out, I'm pretty sure they can give out a 10-10 round. Actually, I'm pretty sure that first round you would think is like, well, who won that one? I don't know, 10-10. So when you look at it like that, I would not call it a robbery. I wouldn't call it a robbery, not at all. But if I had to give the nod, I believe I would give the nod to like a Chaos Williams. But I'm biasing myself too. Like when someone's stalking the other fighter, I look at that as ring control, controlling the center, pushing the fight, pushing the pace. I award that because not only you don't have to always be throwing punches. Robbie Lawler showed us that. You don't have to always, if you coming forward and stalking, you win. If somebody's on their back pedal and they're just throwing jabs and stuff, maybe that doesn't weigh as much as like you come forward, get hit with 3 jabs, but hit him with a heavy overhand. How do you weigh that? That's a tough one to do. Not like a Steven Thompson in the main event who's also on his bike, but if you blink wrong, he will punch you in the face. You know what I mean? His counter striking skills are on fleek. Michel Pereira, he was more or less you know, okay, I'm gonna throw a T. Boom, gets hit with an overhand. How do you weigh that? He was a little bit busier, but he got hit with bigger shots, and that's one of the things that it's hard to get right the entire time. So I'm not mad that they gave Predator the fight. I would have scored it for Chaos Williams, but what can you do?
Chaos was pretty mad after that right there, man. Because I hate close ones, man. I hate close. You know what I think they should do though? This is just an idea. If the fight's very close like that, I think they should say no contest and then fight again later
okay.
on.
I thought I swear to God.
No,
I thought you were gonna say another round.
I think it should be no win loss. Come back 6 weeks, fight again. If no one got heavy damage, come back 6 weeks, let's fight again.
See, here's the thing though. The only way that you could make that work is if you started scoring 10-10 rounds. If you score a 10-10 round, then that first round, super close. He ate a lot, hit him with overhand. After that, not too much happened. Okay, well, that's a 10-10. You give that 10-10, he won one, you won one, majority draw. Let's run this back, brother. Yeah,
so, I feel like you just go in the ring. It was too close to call. I hate ties. I hate 5-1-1. I don't like that extra one on the end. I hate ties. I think you should just be like, hey, you want to run it again?
You want to run it back?
Hey, you want to run it again? All right, we run it back.
No, I say
8 weeks.
Do it like this. Do it like this. And go double or nothing too. So that you don't no fighter gets it on their record. You fight again the next time, and if you win that one, you get both of them.
I like that.
You go
like that
go from 20-0 to 22-0. But look,
yes.
But past that,
and then you get 2 losses too.
You get 2 losses too.
Yeah,
it's a lot weight on it.
That's a good idea,
That's
man.
a terrible idea.
That's a great idea.
Ooh, that's a terrible idea. But I do like the idea that the way that they should look at it is go, hey, when I say fighter, you're ready. Fighter, you're ready. Fight. It's 10-10, and you have to change my mind. You have to definitively change my mind to where I can score a 10-9. Otherwise, it's 10-10. But the only thing is, betting would be terrible with all these fights ending in draws.
Well, I mean, it could be like football with these forfeits and stuff. If you got a parlay where you parlayed a lot of fights, that fight wouldn't count, and your odds change in your betting portion.
So
it'd be the same as that.
So a draw, a 10-10 draw would be like a no fight.
It'd be a no fight, and then if you got a 5 parlay now, it go down to a 4 parlay with the amount of money you win on the 4 parlay with the money that you put into it. Betting wise, it'd be simple betting wise because they'll figure it out. They just won't give you a lot, money on your win. It's the same thing as a tie. You score that shit a tie, you don't win nothing.
No, not in the UFC. You get what was it for them? Was it a main event? Which one did I look at? Maybe it's a Chaos Williams fight. But if that Chaos Williams fight was a 10-10, which comes out to be a draw, which essentially is a tie, you go from getting plus 125 on Williams he was a favorite, minus 125 on Williams to plus 6,500 for the draw.
So you can bet on the draw.
You can bet on the draw.
Right.
So they may have an issue with the draw. Mike said live round by round scoring would make things more exciting. A lot of fighters think they are winning and play it safe and lose on the cards. Yes,
I think that'd be good too.
Now that is true. We'll jump on this and we'll swing over to this our show. We do what we want. So yes, that is good, but someone is going to mess that up. And the reason why I say that, someone's going to mess that up because they're going to win the first round. It's going to be close in the second round, and they're going to win the second round. And immediately they're going to look up at the scoreboard and say, oh, I'm up 20-18. And then they're going to look over here, and they're going to be like, oh, well, I get paid $30,000 a show, $30,000 to win. And then they going to look down at their feet and it's like, yo, can you boot, scoot, and boogie for 5 minutes? And they going to be like,
they gonna run.
Damn sure can. And they are going to run. But here's the thing. Thompson in the Jeff Neal fight, Thompson hurt his leg in that last round. And guess what his daddy told him? Run, Forrest, run. He said, get on your bike and stick and move. Thompson said, Daddy, I ain't listening. we gonna slug it. And I ain't mad at him. It was great and entertaining. But in that last minute, if he would have got knocked out, that would have sucked. That'd have been terrible. He hurt his knee in the last fight. For those of y'all that were doing other things, Bobby.
I don't know what you're talking about, man.
The,
I was watching football, man.
I know. In the he clearly won the first 4 rounds, and in that last round, he took a knee, and he said he felt something pop in his knee, and he was holding. He had his hand over his leg when the commission had come to look at it, and he was like, "Nah, I'm good, B." And then when he took his leg off and stand up, it was this big old hematoma over his knee, and then he was not fighting the way he should fight in the 5th. So his dad told him, "Hey, get on your bike, stick and move, don't do nothing crazy," and he decided to slug it out. So, it was pretty cool though. But in the live round by round scoring, someone is going to be pushing the pace hard for a knockout, and that's going to be great. And the other dude's going to be on the bike. Now, how to fix that? Guarantee them they money, and you good.
Yeah.
They like, hey, it's cool. I get, and so instead of 30,000 to show, 30,000 to win, I'm making $50,000 off Jump Street, whether I win or lose. I'm up on the scorecards, but I could still get a bonus of a performance or something. So I'm good.
So you working for something.
I'm working for something. The reason why they don't do that, they want them to always feel like they're working for something. But that's when someone be like, look, I don't know if I won this 3rd round, and you get into this is actually playing well. The Jose Aldo Marlon Vera fight. Jose won the first, dropped the second, I believe. In that 3rd round, he took his back and didn't look back. Had him there the whole time on his back, fighting for the thing, but he spent 5 minutes on Chito Vera's back to win the fight.
I don't feel like Chito Vera is a great all around fighter. Personally, I feel like if what's his name wouldn't have hurt his ankle or his knee, I think he would have won that fight.
Sugar Sean O'Malley.
Sugar Sean, I think he would have won that fight.
Yeah. I mean, he's one of the slangers and bangers of the game.